Hello, welcome to Storylines and Theories. I'm LR Reactor, and this week we're going to talk about the Justice League trailer that was just released at San Diego Comic-Con. This trailer was very anticipated because as we knew, the tragedy with Zack Snyder family, he had to take a leave, and Joss Whedon stepped in to finish the movie and add his own little flavor to it that we saw in this trailer. But this trailer was fantastic, and we're going to break it down here about some of the things we saw in the trailers, some of the Easter eggs, and some of the theories going throughout Facebook, Twitter, and the internet about the end scene of the trailer. So we're going to go into that. But let's talk about the trailer itself. Very well done. I mean, DC does a good job with their trailers. Sometimes they show too much, and that's my fear with the next trailer. Don't show too much, but this one was good. This reminds me of when they did Batman vs. Superman. The Comic-Con trailer was outstanding. We thought it was fantastic. And then they released another trailer showing Doomsday, and we're like, no, don't show Doomsday, please. Heck, don't even show Wonder Woman. Show Wonder Woman in her dress when she was in the museum and stuff. Don't show her blocking anything. Surprise us. We know Wonder Woman's in it. We want to see what part she's in. What does she does. We know there's some kind of big creature or something that Superman or Batman, the trilogy Justice League, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman's got to deal with. But don't show us the creature. Let us be surprised. Let us think. Is it OMAC? Is it some kind of other creature? Is it something that that we never expected before? Is it Doomsday? Let us be surprised. Let Lex Luthor reveal your Doomsday. Everybody go crazy that they're doing Doomsday in the movie. DC, I hope they learned their lesson in the Justice League. I hope they learned their lesson. I'm okay that they showed Steppenwolf, because I think we need to see a little bit of Steppenwolf. We saw just enough of him fighting. So I was happy with the trailer about the action they showed in it. So let's break down the trailer itself. The trailer starts off with Diana showing her, in modern day, how she's over in Paris or wherever she's at, London, being a curator of antiquities. And all of a sudden, there's obviously a robbery taking place, and one woman breaks in. I think the robbery is in London or Paris, or maybe she's in America. I don't know. Maybe she's in America, doing some side work. But anyway, she breaks up the robbery. Now, one thing to notice right off the bat, they, seamlessly covered the faces of the robbers, so to speak. Some of the robbers. The main guy coming in through the metal detector with the silencer. 45 or wherever he has, and a briefcase. Why did they hold the face down? Why did they not show it? Well, that may be because it's some kind of villain, small level B or C villain. Obviously, Robin Banks, he has to be, and they don't want to. They're giving us a little Easter egg. They don't want to reveal who it is, but somebody from the comic books. Many people think it's Black Mask. I understand that. That sounds great, but if it is taking place overseas, I don't think it's Black Mask as much. He's more of a Gotham villain, but he may be international, so that's a very good. I'm willing to go with that theory. Other thoughts, it's some kind of crime lord from somebody else. Who else could that be? It's not Lex Luthor. We know that he wouldn't bother with small, petty stuff like that. It's not the Joker, and it's not Penguin. So none of the Gotham. I don't think anybody from Gotham but Black Mask. That's the only person it could be. Could it be a Flash rogue? Somebody from the Flash? Probably not, with guns. Flash rogues all have powers pretty much, or special guns. So, or just could be a crime boss of some kind. Who knows? It's possible, but I thought that was pretty cool how they hit the face and made you think about it. Could be Black Mask, could be someone else, could be anybody. But they showed one woman leading off from her movie. They wanted to put her front and center. So you don't forget about how powerful she is and how wonderful her scenes are. So they did that, started off. And then they bring in the big surprise, Steppenwolf. They show a mother box opening, and we don't know if that's a past scene when he first came out or a new scene. But coming down through the mother box, how the mother box technology looks, it looked cool. Boom, landed down, and we just got a glimpse of his shadow. That's perfect. I don't need anything else. And then he goes into his dialogue as they continue. No protectors. I wish they cleared the dialogue up a little bit more. I know he has a sinister, deep voice. No protectors. No lanterns. No Kryptonians. Yeah, it was kind of hard to hear, but I'm okay with it. Get some cough drops in there, dude. You'll be all right. So when he said those things, no lanterns, everybody was like, whoa. I saw the reaction on the internet, and I was like, did he just mention the lanterns? So what does that tell us? That tells us the Lantern Corps exists. We already knew that. But the fact that there are no lanterns makes me believe the Lantern Corps exists, but Earth or Sector, I guess Earth doesn't have a particular lantern. So Abin Sur is probably still the lantern, or has been killed off, and they have not replaced a lantern for this sector. So Hal Jordan, I do not believe, is even around yet. He may be. I think how it's going to go pretty much is there will be Green Lantern will not be in the movie, but he'll be in a post-credit scene, I believe, or at the very, very end to help them defeat Steppenwolf and Darkseid forces. So I think how my theory. Now you tell me, and you can comment below, email me at readytoreactnow@gmail.com, Twitter, or Facebook. Tell me your theory, but tell me if you like this or not. Okay, so I believe that at the end there is a Green Lantern assist, or he comes at the post-credit scene. And I think pretty much he comes at a post-credit scene, and he comes down and meets with them as they're all gathered together, and he comes down, and it's Abin Sur, and he warns them. He says, you did a great job of defeating Darkseid forces, but Steppenwolf and the forces of evil, but there is a greater evil coming, much, much more powerful, and he mentions Darkseid. And because of that, I think the Lantern, I don't think Abin Sur, I don't know if he dies in battle, and that could be it. He could die in battle, helping them at the end, and the ring finds Hal Jordan at that point, or he comes at the end and he doesn't die at all at this point, and they just say, hey, we need to get a Green Lantern ring down here, someone to protect this Earth, to assist you guys. And at that point, the Guardians send a ring out. But if they follow the storyline where Abin Sur dies no matter what, then maybe he comes at the end of the movie, helps out, defeats them, and get killed, and then the ring goes and finds Hal Jordan at that time for the next Justice League movie. Or they do it the other way where they just send the ring down here and Abin Sur doesn't die this way. But that's how we're going to see Green Lantern. Because the fact there's no lanterns here, they said no lanterns to protect this world, that tells you Hal Jordan or John Stewart or anybody else is not here yet. They're not around. They will be introduced. So I think that's the way that's going to go. But tell me your comments and what you think your theories are. So that was interesting when he said no lanterns, no Kryptonians. Okay. Now, there was a scene, and obviously Steppenwolf is powerful. I'm glad they showed how powerful this guy is, and it makes you understand. It's like, wow, look at this guy. He's strong as Superman, agile as Wonder Woman, has a powerful axe energy weapon. And if he's that strong, how powerful is Darkseid going to be? I mean, this guy might be like he is in the animation movies, just all powerful, which I want to see. I want to see a guy on a world level killer that powers that he can possess. So we saw that with Steppenwolf. I thought glad they showed him and everything, and they show him interacting. We saw a little more of Cyborg, what he can do interacting with computers. That's going to be really cool, all the things that they can have him do and how powerful he is, and if he can make boom tunes or not. That's going to be interesting as well. Batman with his technology, again, Batman looks fantastic. Hope they make him more of a detective, figuring out how to stop them, what we should do, selecting. It seems like one of them was taking that stage as far as the floor general, direct them into battles, telling, that one scene is telling everybody stay together and don't. So it seems like Batman's taking a step back a little bit and letting her take a lead of being the leader of the Justice League, so to speak. It looks that way, which makes sense. They want Wonder Woman to be the flagship until the Batman movie comes out in a little bit of ways, as we see in the new DC slate, which I'll talk about on another video later. So we saw some action scenes. We saw the Flash, who stole the trailer. Flash was fantastic. Obviously, he'll be the comedy relief in this movie. Some of the, and obviously you can see and understand that it seems like just by listening to the Flash, how he said, "Hey, I really don't know how to fight. I just push people and run away." Looks like he is like a Peter Parker thing, where he was Spider-Man just for the last 6 months. I think Flash has only been Flash for 6 months. He just knows how to run fast, But I don't think he knows all his powers yet, how to throw lightning, how to vibrate through things. Who knows? Or how powerful he truly is. So he may discover that in this movie as he gets pushed to the edge. But I don't think he knows everything. So I think that's kind of cool how he's like the comedy relief, and I think he's going to have a big role in this movie, obviously, and be a key figure. But he obviously doesn't know the extent of his power. So they'll explore that. Aquaman. Okay, if you ever did like Aquaman, which I didn't have a problem with Aquaman's powers, I thought they should have talked about him more back in the day, but that's not the case anymore. This guy has a mystical trident that can do all kind of things that we're going to find out about. He's super strong, and obviously got that beach surfer attitude, and which I think Aquaman now is going to be one of the most liked characters in DCU. They showed a little teaser trailer of Aquaman. I did not see that, so I can't comment on it, but I heard it was pretty cool. Small teaser that they showed. But Aquaman is going to be badass in this movie, and someone that that we're going to want to see. Once this movie's done, we are not going to be able to wait for his movie to come through. And how they shoot it underwater is interesting. I think that's one of the reasons why they struggle shooting underwater superheroes or scenes underwater, because how to make it look good was the key. So I think they've improved the technology, and it's going to be really good to see how that all comes about. And if the Atlanteans also join in with the Amazons to fight Darkseid's forces, I think that's going to be more of a flashback that they're going to show what happened in the past, and we'll get an idea of what's going on. But it looks like Aquaman is swimming underwater to the king of Atlantis, or general of Atlantis, because he's not apparently king yet, but he's their warrior, defender, I think, and that's how he gets the armor and everything else. So that'll be very interesting. Going through the trailer, let's see, we saw the Batmobile a little more. The Commissioner Gordon scene was pretty cool, where they're all up there and they disappear, and then Flash didn't get the memo of this is what we do. When he turned his back, we disappear, and he just took off, and that was a funny scene. I thought that was pretty cool to see that. You know, there were, you know, as we love Batman's performance and Ben Affleck, there's, you know, rumors out there he's not coming back. This will be it. And people said, oh, he squashed those rumors. Well, I don't think he did. I think he just, listen, they're not going to bring, you know, a bummer to San Diego Comic-Con. All that momentum and positive, and address the Ben Affleck thing. So he just said, hey, I love being Batman. I'm so lucky to play this role. That doesn't mean he's not going. He didn't say he was not going for sure. But he's not going to drop that now. He's going to wait till Justice League's over, and then they'll probably move on, because they're going to have to go with a younger Batman. That was the problem with casting Ben Affleck, which I think was a brilliant casting. Thought it was smart of them to do it, but he's an older guy, and if you're going to have Batman play multiple Batmans like DC, like the MCU, they got these guys pretty much younger, and they was able to bring them through 4, 5, 6 movies. But Ben Affleck is a little older starting off, so I don't know how you can do any flashback Batman movies. You can do forward Batman movies going forward. But I think the Batman's going to be based in the past, showing how he became Batman. Maybe not going to that storyline again, but you know, younger Batman, year one, you know, when he's fighting, he's younger, and he maybe before Robin, or if Robin is with him. But you know, I don't know. I hope he stays, but I wouldn't be shocked if this is just a ruse, which is possibly the case. So seeing Batman was really cool. Didn't show us too much. Saw a bunch of parademons as well. Batman fighting some parademons, and how they interact with Steppenwolf leading them. But we will get another trailer before it comes out. I'm just hoping DC doesn't make the mistake they made with Batman v Superman, releasing too much. Don't release too much. Now, let's go into the Alfred scene. Okay? And the Alfred scene is very interesting at the end. So we get to the end of the movie, and Alfred's working on some, I don't think it's a Batmobile, some instrument, or some you know, some kind of, I don't know, some car or whatever. I don't know why he's working out outside, maybe on Wayne Manor somewhere. All of a sudden you see the, you know, the whiskey or whatever's in there trembling like a T-Rex is approaching. Now, people are speculating something lands in front of him, and he says, I was told you'll come, hope it's not too late. What could that mean? Now, two things. It could be a line from another part of the movie, probably not, but they could have mixed it in and made you through a misdirect. But something landed in front of him, and people say, and I saw too, a glimpse of a red cape, and then people are reporting seeing a green dot in a slight of Alfred glasses, which there is slightly a green dot. Now people are saying, what could it be? Oh, it's Superman. Obviously, it's Return of Superman. Now, obviously, that's a plausible explanation, because Superman, Alfred wouldn't know who Superman is, so if Superman landed in front of him, he wouldn't be shocked, like, oh my god, it's Superman. He knows who he is, existed, and obviously was updated by Batman that he'll be coming. And why did he come to Alfred? Who knows? Maybe Alfred has something that he needs to take to the rest of the heroes fighting. But Superman is the #1 suggestion, probably the most logical suggestion, but there are some plausible other characters that it definitely could be. One person, and not person, but people on the internet are saying it could be Supergirl. As we saw Bruce Wayne looking at a holographic projection of someone with a Superman-like outfit on, but everybody said, oh, the legs are real thin and stuff. Well, that you can't tell, but I understand what they're saying. It does look a little thin. Could it be Supergirl? Now, we know that in Man of Steel, there was a pod open. So some Kryptonian landed on that planet somehow, some way. Where did they go? Was that Supergirl? If it was, that was thousands of years ago. I think personally that Kryptonian eventually created advanced civilization on Earth called Atlantis, and the Kryptonian, from that lineage of their DNA, Atlanteans were formed. That's just my opinion, but let's say it is Supergirl. Makes sense. She's been hiding or didn't want to come out or something, and it could be Supergirl, because obviously they're going to need more people to help and someone to. If Superman is coming back and he is brainwashed or evil, somebody's going to have to deal with him at that level. Wonder Woman could possibly hang with him, but Supergirl obviously could help out with that, along with Cyborg and others. So that's one explanation. Supergirl, plausible, so I can understand that. The other explanation is Green Lantern. People think it's Green Lantern because the green glow next to it, out in a glow, but glow in Alfred's eyes, and that's what I mean by. That's my main reason why I don't think it's Green Lantern, because Green Lantern has a powerful green aura. So if he landed, you would see a green glow much stronger than that. But could be some kind of Green Lantern, because maybe they were told, hey, the Green Lanterns are coming to help, or a Green Lantern's coming to help, and Alfred was told this by Bruce Wayne to expect them. So maybe it was Green Lantern, or some Green Lantern anyway. Not Hal Jordan though, I don't think, but some kind of Green Lantern. So that's theory number 2. Theory number 3 is the Martian Manhunter. I kind of like this theory too a little bit, that the Martian Manhunter is already on Earth. He's been masquerading as a police officer or Interpol agent, whoever, to keep tabs on the coming of Darkseid, or just protecting Earth as Earth protector, so to speak, since Mars was destroyed. So maybe he's been working as a detective and researching and putting the pieces together, and that would explain the red cape as Martian Manhunter. I think he has a red cape, maybe not, and especially the green. But Martian Manhunter could be cool. I would love to see him bring him in, because he is part of the Justice League, and I would love to see him bring him into that fold and just kind of give him a little Easter egg. But that's a long shot, people. Believe me, I know that's a long shot. Just me just wishing that was that. But one of the other things doesn't make a lot of sense, but I definitely can understand it. It is Shazam. Now, the reason that we say Shazam is the Shazam movie has been announced as the next DCEU movie. And maybe, okay, that's the next movie, so maybe we give a little Easter egg to Shazam in this movie, have him show up at the end. Remember, he is a fan of Victor Stone, Cyborg. If you follow the animation movie, Shazam comes in late in that movie and joins in. And remember one thing, watch this video over again. When Alfred's working on the car, you see the trembling, and then something lands, but you hear like a electric static charge or some electricity, what sounds like electricity in the background. Listen very carefully, go back and see that electricity. And that, when I heard that, I'm like, is that Shazam? Because it could be part of his red outfit. Maybe that's Shazam. Maybe that was him landing there saying, what can I do to help? Who knows? But we'll know. We see a little kid running around in Justice League like in the background with a red sweater on, watching some kind of battle. Hey, that's Billy Baxton. So who knows? That could be the fourth theory, but nobody knows exactly which one it is. It's probably this guy, more than likely, in his black suit, possibly, or in the red suit. Who knows? But it's probably Superman. But I would love for DC to pay it off with some kind of Easter egg, because I think we will get 2 additional members for Justice League, and I think Justice League 2, whatever they call it, will be the equivalent of Marvel's Infinity War. They're going to have 4, 5, 6, 7 more people come into the next Justice League movie. People from Orion, like Orion from New Genesis, Highfather, people like that are going to come in. We will get Shazam in the next Justice League movie, if he's not in this one. Green Lantern, of course, will be in there. Martian Manhunter will be involved in it. A lot more heroes will be involved in this next one because Darkseid, we're just seeing how Steppenwolf, how powerful he is. Darkseid's 5, 10 times stronger than that, so they're going to need even more help to help him out. So it'll be interesting. But overall, I gave the trailer a A+. I thought it was a fantastic trailer. We saw some of the Josh Whedon's effects on there, but it was just well done, well done. And I don't give too many A+ out, but I thought it was fantastic. Doesn't mean the movie's going to be an A+ or the next trailer, but this trailer was, and I think it won. It tied with Infinity War as far as winning Comic-Con, although they didn't release Infinity War on the YouTube, but it was leaked. If you didn't know that, go check it out. You can find it before Disney takes it down. But I thought Justice League trailer was fantastic. I just love these characters. Can't wait to see them, and it's so good to see Warner Brothers put together what it seems like a really good movie on the level and the design and style of the MCU, catching up, getting their ducks in order, saying, hey, this is the direction we need to go. So that'll be very interesting as we get ready. We can't wait to winter. We can't wait. I mean, I'll probably see this movie 5 times. I just got to start saving up now because I'm probably going to see this movie and many others this winter coming out 5 or 6 times. So tell me what your thoughts and theory about the Justice League trailer. What you thought, any Easter eggs I may have missed that you want to point out, and your theories about that last credit scene of the trailer. And it kind of shows Alfred. Who is he talking to? The simple answer is Superman, but there could be so many other twists and other characters that he could be talking to. So I'm excited. I can't wait to get to see this and get your reviews and information and your thoughts on storyline and theories this week. I'm LR Reactor. Thank you for joining me. Stay tuned for other videos as I go into some of the other trailers, what we thought about, and the DC slate. We're going to have a video on the DC slate next week or sometime about the movies coming out. We do have to talk about that because as much as I love Justice League and this trailer, DC is, their slate is all over the place. It doesn't make any sense, but we'll talk about that later. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.